I'm Alex McCord and welcome to The Real Deal on thestir.com. This week we are discussing episode 3 of I Dream of NeNe, The Wedding, those pesky Orange County Housewives firing rumors, and why is Bethenny Frankel leaking stories to the press about me? First, let's talk NeNe. 3 major things stood out to me this episode. The family therapist grew a pair, the youngest son has trouble with reality TV, and in this wedding I am more afraid of the bridesmaids than the brides. And when the bride is NeNe Leakes, that is saying something. This week the family therapist woke up and realized he's on television. Whether it is therapy or hypnosis or massage, anytime a service provider goes on reality television, he or she is advertising their product and service for better or for worse. I think that this Dr. Jeff guy realized after filming a couple of scenes that he was going to look like a wimp on global television if he did not grow up and shout and get a hold of the Leakes clan. If he wants to continue working and get new clients, he needs to do just that. So it's interesting to me that Greg's children feel that NeNe's got nothing to do with their broken relationship with their father. It's almost as though they think their relationship with dad is beyond help, but they're crying out for NeNe to do something else. So it made me wonder, beside money and ego feeding, why are Greg and NeNe doing this show? Does NeNe want to punish and torture Greg for his straying last year? Does she want to hold a mirror up to him and say, hey, look, I am the best thing that has ever happened in your life and you need to keep me? Doing a reality show is a slightly extreme way of accomplishing that, but NeNe is nothing if not extreme. So the therapy session with Greg and his children seemed to go well, but that is not the only child in their family. Brent, the youngest son and only son of both Greg and NeNe, is playing some basketball with dad while mom's in LA with the bridesmaids. Now, Greg asks Brent to make some suggestions for the wedding, and Brent says, how about we have a horse as a ring bearer? The horse could walk down the aisle with a ring in each ear. Okay, to me, this was a big screw you to dad. This is, let's come up with the craziest, stupidest, most over-the-top suggestion I can possibly think of so I can get you to stop looking at the basketball and listen to me. Now, to Greg's credit, it worked. He stopped and he said, hey, what's up? Do you not like having a celebrity mom? And the floodgates opened. Brent went railing. No, he does not like having a celebrity mom. He did not sign up to be on reality TV. He wants NeNe at home in the kitchen. She's a better cook than dad. Okay, on the one hand, this sounds like typical teenage self-absorption, but on the other hand, he's right. He did not sign up to be on reality TV. None of these kids did. Francois and Johan did not. I get it. However, if mom is now making all the money, mom's life can't stop. Speaking of money, mom is making sure that Bravo is getting bang for their buck this episode. It took until episode 3, but for the first time all season, executive producer NeNe Leakes doesn't look perfect. She took a dive. It happened twice this episode. It's the first time she's allowed herself to look less than perfect. First with the wedding planner, NeNe keeps browbeating her, saying, I need to see that you're going to execute my vision. The wedding planner is breaking out in red hives. However, NeNe hasn't told the wedding planner what her vision is. She comes across like an overbearing jerk. Second, with her bridesmaids, NeNe threw a bomb into her Mr. Chow luncheon. So she's got 9 bridesmaids, which is a recipe for disaster. And everybody hates Diana, and Lexi told NeNe about it, because apparently Diana is not happy for the remarriage, and apparently she thinks that all the other bridesmaids are opportunistic wannabes riding on NeNe's coattails. Whether she's right or not, this causes major discord. So somebody whispers it to NeNe, and NeNe throws it out on the table in front of all the bridesmaids at lunch. Suddenly, everybody's weave was about to fall off. NeNe looked so embarrassed, but she brought it on herself. See, I think she intentionally stirred the pot in order to bring drama for her show because she knows as an executive producer she needs to do that. However, it's like turning the flame all the way up and the pan catching on fire. She was horrified. She had her head in her hands. It is true that Mr. Chow may not welcome her back anytime soon, but mission accomplished. It made for great TV. Now, let's jump over to Orange County for a moment to discuss those pesky firing rumors. Filming for season 9 of The Real Housewives of Orange County is supposed to begin next month, and apparently Gretchen Rossi and Alexis Bellino may not be coming back. Woo-hoo. Okay, so the timing countdown between a reunion airing and the new season beginning to film is usually pretty quick. It's usually a month and a half tops, and that is the only time in the whole year when you as a housewife can get anything done in your real life. But if you are plagued with the entire gossip world speculating on whether or not you have a job still, that can get really muddy. So these rumors may or may not be true. Rumors swirl every year. But if it is true, I would imagine that no announcements will be made until right before filming or after they're already filming. They will keep the cast in the dark. They may even plan shooting schedules and suddenly at the last minute make a phone call. It may also hinge on whether or not they can find any new viable housewives. So what do you think? Alexis and Jim were separate from the group pretty much all season, and Gretchen and Slade retreated more and more as the season went on. That does not bode well for either of them. So if you had the power, who would you keep and who would you toss? Would you make Lori Peterson a full-fledged cast member again? What do you think? Now, it is way too soon to address any New Jersey firing rumors. We'll get to that after their reunion airs. Finally, did you see in the gossip columns this morning that Bethenny Frankel is upset with me? Radar Online published a story that Jill, Zarin, and I refused to go on Bethenny's talk show. Number one, I am shocked that the story leaked out. I didn't say anything. Number two, I think Bethenny is the one who leaked it, not Jill. Here's why. The real reason was money, and if Jill were behind the leak, she would have said so. Also, it wouldn't have shown up in Radar Online. That's not typically where Jill sends her stories. So, you want another real deal? Okay. Bethenny's booker called my publicist, and she said, "We're doing a Housewives reunion. Alex should come." I said, "Show me the money." Her offer was laughable. It was less than union scale. I would make more money writing one fashion tweet. See, for me, Housewives has always been a J.O.B. It's certainly not about feeding my ego. Also, I am savvy enough to know that unless the show is live, any promotion I do of my kitchen line, my products, my show online, will all end up on her cutting room floor. So why do it? If there's ever a New York City Housewives reunion, it should be on a grand set with a big budget. The talent should be paid. It should be beautiful. For me, unless there is hard cash involved, or perhaps hosting on a major network, there's no reason to go backward, ever. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not mad at Bethenny. I wish her the best. I hope she gets everything she wants. The thing is, if she wants me, she's got to make it worth my while. So that is it for the Leakes edition of this episode of The Real Deal. NeNe Leakes, Bethenny Leakes, Orange County Leakes. Let me know what you thought in the comments. For now, I am Alex McCord. This is The Real Deal on thestir.com. See you next time.